Hello there viewers, Sun Service here, back with another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts episode as the Spanish. Now, we've just seen that the Dutch and the Germans have gone to war with each other. And, what is our relationship with the Dutch? We're allies, so we might get dragged into it. Yeah, well, if we do, Taranto seems like a good place to go after. So, trying to remind myself what we did in the end of the last episode. We, laid down the dragons, which the three of them are going to be our first class of dreadnoughts, so yay us. We will enter the dreadnought era. The British are efficiently dealing with the Byzantines. Yeah, nothing really else happening. So we've done those. Those things are constructed. Those have been really, the next thing on our refit list is these armored cruisers. But I'm gonna wait a couple of turns before we do that. Probably more than a couple of turns, but we'll cover them eventually. Although we're coming frighteningly close though to the end of the era for armoured cruisers, so like, yeah, there are rebuilds and stuff we want to cover for them, but it's pretty soon going to be all for naught because battle cruisers will be coming along, and the entire job of battle cruisers is to hunt down and destroy armoured cruisers. But here's the thing though, someone should really inform me just to follow the usual battle cruiser doctrine of then hunt down armoured cruisers. I'm just thinking about that in my normal way of running battle cruisers. I'm one of those, once battle cruisers come along, then I just work with battle cruisers until modern battleships. But like the time you get fast battleships. No, I'm working on cruiser scouting force. So with Russia and Japan, third time's the charm. Let's begin more tension increasements with Japan. Steam turbines at 110 turns. Better funnels than 10 turns. the new semi-armored cruiser in 6 months. Shell-wise, we're getting better semi-armored piercing. Getting Pickrick 2 in 5 turns. Here we're getting Electra Hydro turrets. Awesome. 2 large superimposed guns in 11 turns. Coincidence 2 and 7. Yeah, that's what I want to run. Well, I'll try and get next is Quinto 2, so. Alright. But yeah, if we're gonna go after Japan, for us it seems like, yeah, Japan and Russia would be the prime candidates for war. Russia would be go into the Black Sea and deal with them there. Japan, it'd be, well, it'd be, here's my East Asia squadron. And we're gonna kill you. Yeah. Right, loading screens. Building a Dutch submariner, okay. No, you moved on to a different nation ship now. Well, I could say this, at least one player's been knocked off the board, the Scandinavians, so. So loading screens in theory should be going a tiny bit quicker because they don't have to produce ships for an extra nation. Okay, we are budgetarily in trouble again. We're only going to be building 2 of the new battleships then. 2 of the new battleships and all torpedo boats are going to limited. Yes, just limited. I'm not mothballing them because and then the captured cruisers as well go to limited. The one in Tobruk is just going to go to scrap. It's the only one of her design, so. And And there we go, we've made it now, we survive another turn. At least. Yeah. Everyone's limited, actually. Well, yes, it would be great for him being with everyone. Okay, the Byzantines discovered TNT-1. Oh. That would be a useful thing. Especially with not wanting to go kaboom all the time. Not like we've gone kaboom. We've actually we've actually been relatively fine with no flash fires. The only flash fire I've seen this campaign was one of the Italian light cruisers. And that is going off the shock as well that one of my light cruiser classes is completely unarmored on the turrets. We don't have money to share. I say the Russians are to blame for that. How are we policy-wise with a lot of the world now? Okay, so it seems like it's actually going to be the Russian Empire who's more open to war than the Japanese. 5 turns, yeah, to that cruiser. So if I go to war with Russia, it's gonna be Black Sea raiding. Mostly, or at least to begin with the Black Sea, but then maybe I might move on from the Black Sea to there's also got like Sakhalin, Siberian Russia, yeah, and those sorts of places to deal with as well, so my Pacific fleet would get use as well. The East Asia Squadron will get a chance to fight as well if we go to war with the Russians. But I'm not going to go up to the Baltic to do anything because the Black Sea is a little bit easier to get to for us than the Baltic is, seeing as we already have bases on the way, places like Rhodes, Crete, and Cyrenaica and Tripoli. That are all on the way to the Black Sea. More roads and Crete, but just gotta remember those other places exist as well. I'm gonna make sure those dreadnoughts go out of Barcelona when we go into the next turn. I don't need to fall at your feet. It's 'cause you got me to a bone. We were never caught in stone. While we're here, as in out of, well, in a loading screen, I'm gonna just run self-promotion. Right, loading screen done. Torpedo launcher Mark II. The Russians ignored my my angry letters. Okay, torpedo launcher Mark II. I am going to refit one ship class anyway, so, but it's not going to be a ship with torpedoes, but better multiple steam expansion, Harvey steel, double bottom, Citadel 2, anti-flood 2, new towers. I did not armor the casements. Let me fix that. So now we've run into another problem, which is typical of my ships. I guess 97% engine efficiency is okay enough. Let's increase their cost though, which I somewhat don't like, but it's just something we're going to have to deal with. Now we're going to refit the two of you for 3 turns, and it's during this time that I am deciding that Oh, we have another one of these now. Yeah, we had another one of those cruisers that I need to get rid of. Okay. That's helped a bit in cost. We got Caribbean ships here who can go into mothballs, I guess. But that would only be the Blaise de Lazos there. Blaise de Lazo herself is going to stay inactive because... Okay! Now, these Dragon and Terrible are going to be based out of Barcelona when they get completed. How are we policies wise with the rest of the world? Alright. One thing I want to do is I want to do a dockyard expansion, but we don't have the cash for it. Right, we have 11 months till new battleships are out. I say we can do a 6-month dockyard expansion. That I think would work. To maybe pay for it, I get rid of the semi-armored cruisers that we took off the Byzantines. Yeah, that could be an easy way to pay for it. Is take the Byzantine ships out of services. The Byzantine ships are, well, for lack of a better term, a little bit useless to me because they're not built by us, nor are they like Dreadnought or modern ships, so rightio. Yep. The Russians didn't like my insults towards them. Free turns on those stuff there. Yeah, again, I can run a 6-month program, which is going to cost quite a bit. What else painkiller's going to kick in? So it's going to stop the coughing fit part of my... Yeah, I'm honestly not feeling too well. I don't know what it is, but things aren't going well for the Netherlands. Our poor allies. Yeah, the Musculese class. There's still one of you left. Where? The namesake in the Gulf of Mexico, which is the Gulf of Mexico, not the Gulf of America. Like some idiot with a spray tan likes to make people think these days. Or claim to say these days, sorry. And yes, I just insulted Trump. I'm not American, so... Oh god, the Dutch are in a little bit of a pickle. They're in a pickle, yet they don't want to... Yet they're not calling in us as an ally to help them. Okay, so the armoured cruiser rebuilds are done, which is good. Our dockyard size increase for 6 months is going ahead as well. I'm just gonna go put the kettle on behind camera. I'll be back momentarily. Scarlett, I'm gonna put the kettle on. Do you want enough? Okay. The loading screen's still going on and I went to go get a hot drink. Funny. Funny that. Funny that indeed. I went and got a hot squash. I found it's really helpful if you got a sore throat to have that. So, yeah. So, find some. So, find something out in life. Find some things in life. And ones that's Dutch, right? Yeah. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be a cheap rock for me to lay. When something takes a part of me. Well, the Dutch had declared peace on the Germans, ended their alliance with us. Well, we're going to express our displeasure that they ended their alliance with us. Express our displeasure very, very much about that. Alright. They're still building these ships. Okay. There we go. We don't have the money to share. Coincidence 2. Electro Hydro turrets. And we have expressed our displeasure towards the Dutch, and with that job done, we're sending the main fleet out to sea off Sevastopol for what I'm calling Operation Black Dawn, which would be the invasion of Russia's Black Sea territories, so Crimea, Ukraine, Southern Russia, and Georgia. Right, now we got those. I'm gonna just keep my research of general stuff for now. TNT1, that's 1904 tech in 11 turns, so yeah, we'll get it in 1904, roughly. So, roughly on time with that, then. Got 8 turns left on the construction of the battleships. The laser's gone to sea. My Caribbean stuff is going to stay in like the mothballs state, the Caribbean Blaise de Lazos. um, One thing's for certain, I'm going to keep Blaise de Lazo herself around as a museum ship when the rest of her class gets retired. Um, she's essentially going to be permanently mothballed in one of our home ports. And yeah, she's going to act as a museum ship when the time comes for her retirement. As right now, Blaise de Lazo's the Spanish MVP of the campaign. I've got like one of these special £2 coins here. That change the topic. I've got a special £2 coin here that's on the tails end. Instead of what's normally on £2 coins, it's got Charles Dickens related stuff. So it's got, I think, names of all his works and maybe some quotes of them, all set up in a way that together they make up his face. And then just on the side here it's got 1812 Charles Dickens 1870. And it's got your usual £2 coin stuff. It's one from 2000. Oh god, the Austro-Hungarians have joined in. Okay. Well, it looks like Operation Black Dawn is taking a bigger turn than I expected. We're going to take Bulgaria and Romania first then. So yeah, we move off Varna. Here's the thing, they're probably going to trap my ships in the Black Sea though. That's a thing that they can do. Just hope the Byzantines don't get involved, because if they get involved, then our ships are definitely getting trapped in the Black Sea. And then if I start the invasion of Romania as well, then we're going to end up, once the invasions are done, we're probably going to have to deal with land stuff from the Austro-Hungarians, yes, but we maybe have enough victory points from those that the Austro-Hungarians sue for peace straight away. One can pray. Then once we're done with these two, move up to Ukraine. Like, take Odessa, then Sevastopol, then Novorossiysk, so like go down the chain there, and but then I'm weary that we're probably going to expand too quickly. Especially for a nation like us, the Spanish, who don't really have that great of an economy and has like archaeology problems because of it and stuff. Well, Although I guess Spain in the Great Game has a teeny tiny bit better economy stuff than base game Spain, because it has a lot more territories available to it. Strike naval invasion. So, yep, you can finish the building new ships now. Yeah, you can finish it now. Thank you. I think I might have mentioned it in other streams, but this is just a conversational topic while the loading screen's going on. But we Brits are actually soon going to get one of our old early missile frigates back. One of our Type 21s, I think it is. Okay, looks like Japan's gone to war with us. Yep, and then we also hit Romania at the same time because, yes, we're fun like that. We do fun invasion things here. Bigger light cruisers still. Turn for better battleship funnels. Turbines in 102 turns. Dreadnought improvements. Not for a while. That is also not for a while. Mark 213s, not for a while. I want to try and run for battle cruisers, so we're gonna do that. And yes, we now have both invasions going at the same time. And I'm going to have to wait for both invasions to finish before I can move on to the Russian ports, because both those invasion for Romania, I don't think it goes out far enough that I can start invading Odessa as well. Now, here's the thing, is the AI going to be smart enough to put their ships in a placement where their formation could increase the tonnage to both invasions, or not? Sorry, viewers. It's cold or whatever, it's just not good for me right now. Had it for roughly a week now. A little over that, actually. wants to create an alliance with the Italians. I don't mind if I do alliance myself with the Italians. Right, 8 of those transports went down. We're going to succeed in the invasion regardless, so... Yeah, and their AI was smart. Yet the Germans are starting to go into... territories now, so... Maybe we skip Ukraine because the Germans are invading there, or we come in for the naval side and see which side gets it first. Two large superimposed guns, ambush tactics. Bulgaria is ours. I'm going to move my fleet to the very edge of this invasion zone. And Russian Empire. Ooh, yes! Just by the barest of margins we could start that invasion while also finishing off the Romanian invasion, so woohoo to us. Boo hiss towards the Austro-Hungarians. And the Russians, but I'm actually thinking about it though. That invasion being able to go through is gold because yeah, because that means we spend one less turn dealing with invasions just in general. And we are currently 2 successful invasions worth of victory points ahead of the Austro-Hungarians now. Thanks entirely to the fact they couldn't send anything strong enough to, well, a force large enough to counteract our invasion force. Agree. Yeah, we can get you out of this war, Austria-Hungary. Just sign here for Humiliating to you, peace treaty. Right, and can I get in the range as well to also hit Crimea? Oh, yes I can. Oh, and we're land invading as well. Oh, yes. Yes, we're land invading into other places. That's if our stuff against our peace deal doesn't happen. War continues after failed negotiations. Yep, we damaged Sevastopol. Yeah, that token effort ain't working for you. Hey, Austria-Hungary, you're a little bit in dire need of someone willing to give you a peace deal, so we're that someone offering to give you a peace deal, so do you want to take it? 4 months of light cruiser free, which then would mean a new light cruiser class for us to construct. Because yeah, we can very much offer you that new peace deal. Just sign your life away on this piece of paper here. We say in a meeting in Switzerland, because Switzerland's the only neutral nation in the entire world in this campaign. Seeing as the minor nations are like no more and stuff. Yeah, we ask in the Geneva Conventions. Geneva, sorry. Okay, so there's a port strike, a convoy mission, and multiple naval invasions. Naval invasions from us. Oh, the Russians are sending ships over. Oh god, damn it. Must prepare for the worst case. They don't want peace negotiations. Well, they're a bunch of idiots, fools, imbeciles. They don't want to go to the peace table at this in that current state of affairs. Got a picture of your house. You're standing by the door. It's black and white and faded. It's looking pretty worn. See if I had to vow worse. Silhouetted in the back. The memories come rushing back. I'm trying to remember lyrics to a song that I haven't heard in ages, and it's not going well. We're not going after a Radetzky. Not in this current state. Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. And every time I start to believe something is taken from me. Light's always gotta be messing with me. You wanna see the light. Free, so do I. Can I take away all this pain? You wanna see the light. I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. Archie fuck for me to lay. When something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on a leash. You wanna see the light. Feeling like I have no release. So do I. How many times have I found disease? You wanna see the light. Let me be free. Espana! Frick, I forgot about Espana. Right, let's send Espana up. She's gonna be like the biggest thing to help this invasion go through. Well, the dragons are out, so I guess it's time for a new ship of some description. I'm not going to do a new battleship just yet. Or am I? Because we had the small Dreadnoughts. I'm thinking maybe we do like a... smaller... variant of... a smaller, cheaper variant of the dragons, the dragons, but with the 12-inch guns. Yeah, the 12-inch guns, like the dragons as well. Like same everything, just essentially smaller, cheaper. We're essentially doing like the Crown Colony class was supposed to be to the Town class with these class of ships here. And these ones, I'm leaving the space open for them to be upgraded with an extra 12-inch gun on the superimpose there, but for now we can't actually have that, and so it's gonna be another 4.7-inch turret like the previous. Oh no, it can't be another 4.7, as 4.7 doesn't actually fit on that barbette. So yeah, it's gonna have to be temporarily an 8-inch gun, but we can fix that up in later rebuilds. Yeah, you're getting the 4.7-inch casements. What we're essentially trying to do is a more for less design. You get your 4.7-inch guns. Or like a similar for less. Oh, no. No, not the barbette. Never mind. Do I just go all out crazy here and no, all out crazy is too much. Let's just get our current set of 4.7s in. Yeah, and then that last set of 4.7s goes... Oh, come on, you stupid system. Let me have that last 4.7-inch gun in place. Okay, I'm going to more centralize it, and we're going to have one less. one less secondary gun on this battery, but we're still gonna have like the superimposed setup and stuff, if you get my meaning. Yeah, and then compress this down again. And then, yeah, we got that barbette there ready for 12-inch gun when the new 12-inch guns become available. 15-5 layout, 2, 1, 1, 2, 8 layout, which I'm used to doing now. 16, 16, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 on all these. All good. Ugh, we're stuck with Pickrick. Go with Pickrick 2 as that's the least explodium option. We're running into my issue of trying to get more with less. Harvey steel armor, barbette 2, double bottom, anti-torp 1, citadel 2, anti-flood 2. What the hell? Why the hell did we not notice that issue? I noticed it now. Anyway. Okay, that extra superimposed gun is not actually going to work out, so let's just go with that. And let's see if I can fit in a smaller... Nope, smaller funnel ain't gonna work out because smaller funnel is, for God's sakes, for some reason, wider. Go the slightly smaller tower there. And this is another case of smaller towers, shockingly enough, are more detrimental to the ship than help. Yeah. Right, we need to lessen our weight somewhere. We're not having those two center casements. That's helped. Where are we? A 14-inch main belt. 4.5-inch extended. Almost done it. 15 inches there and there. Done. Yeah, Argonauta is essentially calling her a product of her time, war emergency ship. Her and one sister, which would be 2 war emergency. No, not 2, maybe 4. Yeah, 4 essentially war emergency capital ships that that end goal would, well, bolster our numbers. But with 4 under construction, that would replace most of our pre-dreads because the pre-dreads are going to need replacements. That is an unfortunate certainty. Unfortunate for our budget certainty. But if I take this time now to do the big bulk class to replace them, then we're not spending the money later on when we're in a worse financial position to do so, and things are more expensive. I know it's like a lot of the projects that were meant to like be produce more power and stuff to places and be environmentally friendly and stuff, that were held back because they cost too much, and then, well, they now cost more again, and I can't take your places there. I'm going to take one of your battleships. One of your battleships and call it a day. One of your battleships, call it a day. See, and is it refittable? Nah, it's just gonna go straight away. But hell, it's just if it weakens the Austro-Hungarians to the other nations to go after them, then I'm happy for it. And then here comes the Hispania. Oh. Okay. Here come the Russians. They're seeing Romania as a threat finally. Going after Romania. It's like bloody typical. Oh, the Dreadnoughts are commissioned though. The first 2. Dragon and Terrible. Oh, you gotta be... Ban, ban, ban. We had another bot come in the chat. You can tell it's another bot because for people to first time chat and stuff, they have to agree to the rule set, which in the rule set specifically says that no one is allowed to post any links unless they're a mod or have permission from me explicitly to post a link. Like, let's say me and a viewer are talking about something and they're like, oh, this, I got a video that I want to link that can explain more about it, and if I want to watch it, then I say, yeah, go ahead, you can post the link, something like that. That's just an example, but yeah. TNT 1, Oh god, I should have only now have done that battleship, but oh well. Well, we're about to get two separate places to take over into our control, and we have to go defend somewhere because the Russians are naval invading themselves now. Okay. So yeah, the Russians have just now gone and extended the time this war is going to last for another God knows how many months now, but I think it's Freetown Invasion Province there. And so I need to go on for 12 turns, so they've extended it by 9 turns. Yes, 9 turns. Oh, hi, diesel and gasoline, psycho for drum machine, shaking the bits to the hits. Oh, down, down, da 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 Alright. Fight to... What the hell? We're gonna go deal with that fleet there, and I'm gonna restart the invasion of Ukraine then, if the original one didn't work out. And if your babies are going crazy, so you made me, la 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 la. Babies are going crazy, that's how you make me, la 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, war isn't going well. My arse. I don't know where they suddenly got the 23,429 victory points from, but I'm sure that we can fix that. Is that just the amount of victory points they got from us failing to invade Ukraine? Us essentially doing what the real life Russians are currently doing, failing miserably. Well, not exactly, but if they were being really successful, then, well, it wouldn't have gone into year number 3, so just keep that in mind. Right, enough about current events that are going on. Let's bring ourselves into new battles. Oh, the torpedo boat Pollux is still with us. I'm seeing a couple other familiar names that are still with us. Yep, and there's the enemy fleets. I think what we're about to do in this battle is probably one of the last proper pre-dreadnought fights we'd be getting in the campaign. San Nicolas, España, and then the San Pedro there. We've got armoured cruisers, we've got protected cruisers. Follow. You are to follow there. We're turning off the change and avoid other ships. Torpedo boats are all going away because, well, we kind of don't really want to deal with them, I guess. But also, my way of handling torpedo boats is going to be guaranteed they die. Whereas, well, okay, there's the enemy fleet. Alright, down to 9 knots. Same with you guys, down to 9 knots. And same with you guys, down to roughly 9 knots. Battleships in the lead, going after their battleship. Which, okay, it's actually a decent design from the guns. Armor-wise, relatively decent as well. Overall, 9 out of 10. I would go a more uniform secondary battery if I were the AI, but in the end, still, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 with improvements being that I would have refit with better, with Mark II guns at the earliest opportunity of that becoming availability. I just quickly it's going to be important. Oh, we're getting some good hits against that. Poor defenseless little armoured cruiser who is now gone, so let's send our 4.7 inch. Although that guy's getting a little too close to my liking, so I'm going to wipe him out before he fatally does. said end him. Oh god, no. This is bad. Who's going to get to take the hit? Probably going to be Sam Pedro. And it was the dud anyway, but... still, it's pretty bad. Yeah, everyone full speed now. I fit his... oh yeah, I did fit his flying into torpedoes. Finally, that little nightmare is gone. Right. Let's slow it back to 9 knots. The battleship, and so now it is just the protected cruisers left to go. These battles are so much better when you get Mark II guns. Mark II guns and actual working rangefinders. Vareg isn't doing as good. Vareg's like an older ship. Even for this era, older ship. So. But yeah, wipe out this summation. Yeah, send the Kutsov down. Yeah, Kutsov, send it down. Down as well. So Varia goes down, which leaves only the Kutsov left. And Kutsov probably won't have long left to float herself before she gets sunk, so... Alright, let's bring everyone back down to cruise speed. Yep, they're dying. Yes, surrendered. All good, battle's over. Rescue the Kutsov's crew. 17,000 victory points to them getting 82. I say, mission total success. And I might need to move to the edge here to potentially have to retake Romania, but I guess that is something I can facilitate. Got the better, interesting, light cruiser free. Let's bring in Dragon and Terrible. That should then increase our success chance. Okay, their chances there have gone down. Our chances here have gone up. I'm going to do another just general 6-month program. this down. Carefully there. Put this one back on the rack. And pick up the 6 string instead of the 8 string. Hey, Dad! Central fire control. And I'm going to move this fleet off of Shiroku and, well, oh, more money for us, I guess. Yeah, auto resolve that. As a support strike. Mark 3 3-inch guns. Just tied to support Germany. Germany, but then we tell Italy no hard feelings. Hence we don't end up going majorly into war, but well, into war with them. Sorry, but we're no longer allies with them. Hold on a second. Okay, I return. Yeah, still no change to the loading screen times, so stuff like that. Typical. Oh, high on diesel, gasoline, cycle drum machine, taking the dun da da dum da dum dun dun da dum dun da dum da dum dun da dum da dum. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, that's a failure again. Those are going to run as failures as well though, so I'm going to put you right next to Odessa, and we're going to run an invasion of this place here. Give the newly reformed Japanese government something to fear. Okay. Take that. Oh, the Konalev. Konalev, you are not getting away from this formation, which includes the brand spanking new battleships, Dragon and Terrible. Right, the Konalev is not going to easily escape us if I have any say in it. I'm so confident I'm not even going to sort out the formations all too much. Although the torpedo boats, I'm still going to set all the torpedo boats to retreat, because yeah, they're torpedo boats, they're a little general diet. Yep, so we have the dragons here, and then we have the Argonautas under construction, which are essentially scaled down versions of the dragons. Okay, so Down to 8 knots. It's definitely within the cruise speed of all the ship, all the capital vessels here. Finish him! Right. Just don't get torpedo range close. You did get torpedo range close. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Right, we have a crippled cruiser on hand. Okay. Break formation and turn about. Get out. He's gone. Yeah, and all we got out of that was a damaged light cruiser, which isn't all too bad if you want my opinion. It's a situation of it could have been worse. Could have been better too, but yeah, it could have been worse, so yeah. So yeah, we're about to go into 1905 now. 1905, and we begin our next attempt at trying to take Ukraine, whilst the attempt on Bulgaria, the enemy attempt on Bulgaria has failed miserably. Boo-hoo, cry about it. Cry about it, enemy. Nah. What the? Is it for the failed invasions that they're continuously getting like 20,000 plus? Well, by that logic, them failing the invasion of Bulgaria is going to lead to me gaining 20,000 plus victory points from it. Yeah, we can bring France into an alliance, but I'm not going to war with the Byzantines whilst my ships are still in the line of fire in the Black Sea. Research into cruisers is going to give me 13,000 ton heavy cruisers in 4 turns, and bigger destroyers in 4 turns as well. I'm going to go ahead and actually design a destroyer now. Like, I think we've waited long enough. It's still not going to be a particularly fast destroyer because of the fact we still don't have turbines yet, but yeah, no, it's just the 1000. And then 27 knots. 26. Yeah, 26 is about as best as we're going to get on a destroyer without turbines. Now we have the Mark III 3.1-inch guns now, so that's good for us. Secondary tower wise, rear tower 4, we have the twin deck torpedoes, 18-inch type. We're going to go 2 tower torpedo and then the final gun. So we're roughly the same as our torpedo boat destroyers in terms of torpedo outputs. We're slightly better on guns and we're definitely better on range. And we have some form of protection on board. Although in the grand scheme of things, it's not much. TNT, white powder is still fine. Cat ballistic on both. Harvey steel, the anti-flood, but we're keeping single bottom. Petrol engines, hydro, balanced, standard. Yeah. Just like half-an-inch protection everywhere. Like barely splinter-proof, but it's something. And yeah, that is going to be our first class of destroyers. Can I put down to 950? $9.55. $9.55, yes, that makes them slightly cheaper. They're 7 million a piece, which is definitely more than the torpedo boats. Yep. Let's lay down 23 of you, which in our current situation would give us, once everything else comes to fruition, a grand total of 23 destroyers to replace all the old torpedo boats. I'm going to recommission the Caribbean-based ships that we decommissioned. then once that is done, once the invasion here is done, we're going to move up to Petropavlovsk and begin in operations up there. Well, I'm going to somewhat begin operations up that way by sending a light cruiser and torpedo boat escorts to begin harassing that port. And then the Japanese port there will fall, and then, well, those guys move up to Petropavlovsk. Move up to Petropavlovsk, then we will, well, begin. Begin the end of Petropavlovsk is, use to the Russians. Because Kamchatka Peninsula will then become, well, still Kamchatka Peninsula, just a whole bunch more Spanish to it. I'm just thinking as well, though, the fact that with DIP you can actually now armor your torpedo boats. I'm gonna keep the torpedo boats around because it gives more usefulness to them. And that's going to be the end of the stream, viewers. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you again. Silent service going silent.